Hello! Yes, and welcome to our objective 5.4 notes on dividing polynomials with synthetic division. So remember in 5.3 we talked about two types of division. We talked about long division and synthetic. We focused on long division in 5.3. Today we're going to focus on synthetic division for 5.4. So synthetic division, unlike long division, kind of has some requirements, right? The divisor, first of all, must be a linear binomial. A linear binomial. And it needs to be in the form x plus or minus a. All right? And the important thing to note here is that the coefficient here, the leading coefficient for our divisor, must be 1. Okay, if there's a variable in front of it or anything like that, it's not going to work as nice. So got to have leading coefficient must be 1 here. So synthetic division is set up in a pretty unique way. Let's walk through that, and then we'll be good to go with some samples. So synthetic division uses the 0 of the divisor. So to figure out what that is, I'll just set k minus 3 equal to 0. I find k equals 3. So with that number 3, I'm going to put it in what I call the box. And then I take the coefficients from my dividend. So it'd be 1, negative 10, 29, and negative 18. I'm going to add a space here, and then I like to draw a little line there, and I'll show you why here in a bit. So here's how it works. You drop the first number every time, 1, and you do 3 times 1 is 3, positive 3, so I'm going to add. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. So now I'm subtracting. 29 minus 21 is 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Negative 18 plus 24 is 6. And this is the coolest part. Here's our quotient, okay? So my original degree was 3. I'm going to do 1 degree less with that. Here are my coefficients, and this is my remainder. The part in the box there below our last one. So my quotient here would be 1k squared minus 7k plus 8 plus, and then remember we're going to write this as a fraction, 6 over k minus 3. So just like with long division, we'll write our remainder as a fraction where the numerator is the remainder and the denominator is the divisor. So it was very quick. It's such a fast process to do this division. So let's go through a few more, kind of make sure we understand what's happening here. So first I'm going to find what goes in the box. R minus 5 equals 0, which means R equals 5. So 5 goes in my box. Then I take my coefficients. 1, negative 4. Now notice I don't have an x term. It's important that we put a 0 there for the x, and then negative 28. Leave a space. Draw a line, and then my remainder. Drop the first term. 5 times 1 is positive 5. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. 5 times 1 is positive 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 times 5 is positive 25. Negative 28 plus 25 is negative 3. So, remember we always go one term less. So we have 1r squared plus 1r plus 5 plus negative 3 over r minus 5. Very cool. It's such a fast, efficient way. Now, of course, it only works for certain polynomials, right? Our divisor has to be in that form. So let's try another one here. P plus 10. So my 0, say P plus 10 equals 0. So negative 10 is going to go in my box. I have 1, 15, 40, and negative 94. Add a space, draw a line. Here we go. Drop the 1. Negative 10 times 1 is negative 10. 15 minus 10 is 5. Negative 10 times 5 is negative 50. 40 minus 50 is negative 10. Negative 10 times negative 10 is positive 100. Negative 94 plus 100 would be 6. So my quotient for this one, remember 1 degree less. So 1p squared plus 5p minus 10 plus 6 over p plus 10. And there we have it. All right. A couple more examples. So this time, x plus 4 gets set equal to 0. So that means x is negative 4. Negative 4 will go in my box. That's the 0 of that factor. Now notice, this one's not in standard form. We've got to put it in standard form. So I'm going to have 1 as my first coefficient, then 6, then 2, then negative 34. All right, got to put our coefficients in standard form. Drop my first one. So I have 1 here. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. 2 minus 8 is negative 6. Negative 4 times negative 6 is positive 24. Negative 34 plus 24 would be negative 10. So my quotient, remember 1 degree less, so we'd have x squared plus 2x minus 6 plus negative 10 over x plus 4. So cool. All right, last one here for these. All right, so r plus 1 is my divisor. I set it equal to 0. So r equals negative 1. Negative 1 goes in the box. So I have 9. 9, I'm missing an r squared, so let's add the 0. And then 4 and 12. Add my line and my box for our remainder. Drop my first one, I get 9. Negative 1 times 9 is negative 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. Well, negative 1 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Negative 1 times 0 is 0. So now I have 4 plus 0, which is 4. Negative 1 times 4 would be negative 4. 12 minus 4 is 8. So be careful with our terms here. Remember, we start 1 degree less, so we'd have 9r to the third plus 0r squared plus 0r, so then plus 4, then plus 8 over r plus 1. And that would be my quotient. Hopefully you're enjoying synthetic division. If you're feeling confident, feel free to check those practice problems, see if we get them right. Otherwise, go ahead and check out those sample problems. Let's see how we do. This is Mr. Carter signing off. I'll see you next time.